I think so many people do not have people around them that actively model humility. Humility is asking questions when you don't know. Humility is being vulnerable and taking ownership when things do not go your way and you had a hand in it.
I really didn't let myself do that. What I did instead was I said, okay, why did that happen? Why did I let myself get to that point? Why did I let myself make the decisions that I made that had the outcomes that they did? Hey everybody, it's Bianca.
And this is Emilia.
Welcome to another episode of Evolve Ventures, where we are helping growth-minded humans evolve by breaking one limiting belief at a time. We hope you enjoyed the last episode, 194. This story is hurting you. If you have not listened to that one yet, head on over and listen to that one right after this one. For today, 195, Motivation Monday.
Whoop.
This is really holding you back. I know you wouldn't think to put that with Motivation Monday, but I promise it'll be worth it.
It'll be the booster you need on this Monday. We got you.
It will be worth it. So, what is the thing that is really holding you back? What is the thing that is causing you to not be the kind of person that you want, to not have the things that you want, to not do the things that you want, and to not feel what you want to feel?
Oh, I'm glad
I think
you
that's
did that
important too.
Yes.
That's important. It's regret. Now, we are not here saying hashtag no regrets, right? Not even a little bit. There are things that every single one of us regret. And honestly, I think regret is a good thing. I think regret is incredibly adaptive. But here's the kicker, okay? It depends on what you do about it.
Yeah.
And that is really what we're going to be diving into today in this quick little 10-minute episode. What do you do when you're experiencing regret? What do you do when you experience a situation and you did not act, think, feel, embody the type of person or do the types of things that you wanted?
Get the outcome you wanted. Yeah.
Right, exactly. I will give a perfect example, okay? I use this example a lot because honestly, I think so many of us go through this, right?
Yeah.
I was in a. Well,
it was kind of all of us, we were in it together.
A couple of years ago, I was in a really, really bad relationship, and just without diving too deep into it, I just made a lot of choices that weren't good, weren't best for me, weren't best for the people around me. And by the time I was finally able to realize it, I had really made a lot of mistakes. I stopped being the person that I loved. I stopped being the person that I was developing myself into because I let this person completely derail my life because I was scared, because I was insecure, because it was COVID and everything had gotten kind of streamlined during that period of time. And so the relationship ends and I'm like, oh my God, I have to completely rebuild my life.
Yeah.
I have to build my life from the ground up because I had let go of everything. And I've seen so many people go through something like this. They lose a job, they lose their house, they move somewhere, right? Something happens that creates massive change in their life and they have negative emotions about it. Okay? Valid. That's completely fine. But how do you handle that situation after it happens? This is what I did, and it's why I actually made the most out of my regret. I sought out help. I went to the people that I knew genuinely cared about me and loved me more than anything. It just so happened that they're also two amazing coaches and just amazing human beings. And I was like, you guys, I really messed up. I really did. I'm so sorry for how my actions hurt you and impacted you. And Emilia was one of them. And I was like, please, I need help. I need to fix what I messed up. And in that and in doing that, I didn't just harp in the shame of, oh my God, I'm such a bad person. What's wrong with me? How did I do this to myself? That's what we talked about in the last episode. So if you haven't listened to that yet, go listen to that. But I really didn't let myself do that. What I did instead was I said, okay, why did that happen? Why did I let myself get to that point? Why did I let myself make the decisions that I made that had the outcomes that they did? And in doing that, it is the only reason why I am the person that I am right here, right now, in this moment. Someone who I'm genuinely falling in love with and who has a beautiful life. Because I took this situation that I could have had so much regret and could have let completely derail me. And instead I said, what can I do about this now?
B, I call that one single word: humility. So many people, I don't want to say lack humility, although that's what I was just going to say. I think so many people do not have people around them that actively model humility. Humility is asking questions when you don't know. Humility is being vulnerable and taking ownership when things do not go your way and you had a hand in it. When things impact the people that you love and care about you. And the thing, when you came to us and had tons of humility, it was like, we actually are more hurt by how you hurt yourself through all this. And so I am so grateful to be able to help, because now your hand is open and willing for help. And so many people have such a closed hand and aren't open to receiving help. And what gets in the way of that? This is what's holding people back from my perspective. Your ego. Your ego is holding you back. And I believe it doesn't matter what day of the week, your ego is oftentimes the one that's driving. And I believe that when we're hurt or when change happens and we're assigning meaning to it that becomes negative, we often, because we're either in a guilt or regret or shame spiral, we don't ask the ego to step aside and vulnerably ask in a humble way that we need that help to get out of this.
And really quick, ego is not just arrogance. Ego is not the inflation. Ego can also be deflation of I'm worthless. I'm not good enough to ask. I'm not, oh my God, they're going to think bad of me, whatever. Because that's where I was.
Yeah.
My ego wasn't, I'm too good for this. It was, I'm in so much remorse and guilt and shame that I don't feel like I'm deserving of asking for help.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people get there.
To kind of wrap this up, the thing that is holding you back, the thing that is hurting you and not allowing you to become who you want to be is regret. But more specifically, what you do when you're experiencing regret. And here's the thing. If you can be vulnerable, to Emilia's point, if you can be vulnerable and seek guidance and ask for help, you can change it. You can create the life that you want. You can have the things that you want. You can turn the situation around and make it a positive.
Yeah.
You make it into something, right? Everything happens for a reason. No, you create the reason. You get to create the story of your life. And this is one way to start.
Heck yeah. B, episode suggestion, final takeaway.
My episode suggestion is 36, The Power of Courage. I think that was my final takeaway.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
My episode suggestion is 183 Motivation Monday, simple coping skills for dealing with stress. I find that the reason why I connect stress to what we're talking about is because when one is under stress, whether it's good stress, bad stress, whatever type of stress, and however you want to label it, your ego is oftentimes more present because it's trying to protect you. And oftentimes the ego doesn't really, really know what's going to serve you because it feels uncomfortable to the ego. So with that, my final takeaway is helping to navigate those stressful situations, be vulnerable, have the courage to be humble and ask for help when you need it the most, especially when regret is present. So thank you all for letting us be a part of your Monday. And we hope that you have an extraordinary week, an extraordinary day, and we can't wait to connect with you again.
Bye, everybody.